Now, in a couple of months, thousands of British football fans will flock to Germany, hoping to see England or Scotland bring back the European Championship trophy. The crowds will be singing, the drinks will be flowing, England will probably be losing, but fans have been warned not to have too many steins, as German beer is often stronger than pints here at home. The Foreign Office issued official advice telling supporters to expect a stronger kick in their pre-match lager and urged them to drink responsibly. It's never going to work. Joining me in the studio now is Adi Smith, a drinks expert and presenter of The Three Drinkers, and also Marco Helliwell, an England fan. Marco, I feel like we just found you on the streets because it just says you're an England fan. Where were you?
Well, actually, I'm from the Half-Timers, a band that was previously 33-1 in the last World Cup with Coming Home for Christmas.
Yes.
So we're releasing another song as well for the Euros. So yeah, we specialise in England tournament songs.
And do you get on the lagers when you're at the games?
I'm an Englishman, so yeah, I think that's a silly question, really.
And have you been to Germany before and drank over there?
I have, yeah. I'm a big Arsenal fan. I went to Bayern Munich away.
I knew there was something wrong with you. I knew it. I could tell when you walked in. I thought, something wrong with this guy. You're an Arsenal fan.
I should have asked before going on air.
You sure?
Yeah, so in the Champions League last time round, I went to Bayern Munich away. I've spent a good amount of time in the beer halls in Munich.
And is it stronger? You find it a bigger kick?
I mean, I'm there for like a football game. I'm sort of drinking excessively anyway. If you get enough bratwursts down you and sort of level it out with a bit of water as well. Yeah. I mean, look, we're sort of seasoned drinkers here. I think we can handle it.
Yeah, Adi, yeah, you are the most seasoned of all drinkers. Look at your face. You've had a hard life. But how much stronger is German beer than our English stuff?
So it's a good amount stronger. If we look at our British beers and our British ciders, I mean, our British beer is coming at about 4.4% alcohol. But if we go over to the German beer, it's anywhere between about 4.5 to 5.2. So it's much stronger on the ratio spectrum. Now, I've got a couple of facts here. So English beers, right? If we look at a light lager or an English dark ale, 4% ABV. Goes up a bit, English bitter 4.2%, and then an English pale ale 4.7%. Now, if we compare that with the German beers, we've got the Munich Lager, the German Pilsner, and the Hefeweizen starting at 5%, and then it goes up from there. Schwarzbier 5.2, Dunkelweizen 5.4, Oktoberfest, which everyone seems to be obsessed with because of just the name, comes in at 5.6. Then Weissenstock, wait for it, 7.6% ABV. That's going to get you merry a lot more than our British beer.
No, do British people drink British beer much?
All I think of is Carling.
All I have is Kronenberg, Carlsberg, Peronis. Other beers are available, but I feel like we don't really drink English beer anymore, do we?
Yeah, I just feel like we're imported sort of all the worst beers from all the other countries, really, and we lap it up, really, if I'm being honest. I mean, one point I would like to make, tell me, you're the expert, but there's less chemicals in German beer, right? Is that the way it's brewed?
Oh, it's pure.
There's like laws there, right?
I mean, there is, to be honest, across the board in England and Germany, it has to be made to a certain kind of quality basis. I would say that possibly because of some of the production methods they use, it could be a little bit more natural, but I wouldn't go as far as saying that there's not loads of like chemicals. Beer shouldn't have chemicals in anyway, otherwise we shouldn't be allowed to consume it. But as a nation, like, regardless of football aside, we are known for consuming more alcohol. I mean, the typical gin and tonic pour that someone does at home is 3 times the amount that you're meant to have in a gin and tonic.
Well, all that means is that our publicans are not serving us proper measures. They're doing these little tiny ones. I've got to be honest, boys. I don't like beer. I hate it. I know I want to be a lad, I want to be part of the gang, but I hate beer. I stay trim by not drinking it. I prefer a nice rosé. That's me. I will go to watch England, and I'll be the idiot with a glass of rosé, sipping like that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love rosé. That's it.
I love you for that. And this is one thing, a lot of people say, men don't drink rosé. Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
As soon as the sun is out, right? I am there with a glass of rosé.
And this is the thing, over the past 5 years, there have been more men year on year consuming beautiful rosé from all across the world. That was a seamless link because I actually have some facts as well about
I
rosé.
see we've got some glasses on the table.
We've got some glasses on the table. So allow me to tell you this as well. So there's 3.3 to 3.5 units on average per beer in Germany. Whereas if you have a rosé, it's only 2.1 units. And
What?
there's a couple of little tricks as well to not getting drunk, because we should drink to have things that we enjoy. We shouldn't drink just to get drunk.
No, of course.
That's not what it's
I
about.
never drink just to get drunk. Never.
I'm glad to hear that. So this is one of my favourite rosés. As you know, I also write a column on The Independent all about drinks, and this is one of my top choices for rosé with the best personality
This is
of
delicious.
2024. So this is Minuti from Provence. Have a little smell. And you know what? Lads, drink rosé. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful, fruit-forward, gorgeous wine that'll keep you refreshed in the sunshine, less units in it. The trick is, pour a little bit less into your wine glass. When you've got a beer cup or a beer glass, the lads usually always get a pint, right? You're not going to get someone going and saying, oh, I'll have a half pint, because all their mates are going to mock them. First of all, never feel bad about having a half pint. That is totally fine. But if you're going to go on the rosé, you can have a wine glass and pour a little bit less in, and then just keep having a bit of water. In between every glass of rosé, have a glass of water.
How much is this bottle of rosé going to set me back?
So this particular rosé here is this one's £19, which is a little bit more on the premium side.
I don't know how much you think I get paid for doing this show, mate, but it's not enough. 19 quid for a bottle of wine.
Well, you better have a couple more sips.
And where's it available? Everywhere? Not down my local Asda, I assume.
You can get this at Waitrose. You can get it at a lot of the major supermarkets. They've got the Prestige Rosé, and then they've got M by Minuti, which is their kind of more affordable range. But
sounds like a bit of me, that one. The affordable range. Marco, quickly, you're wearing the famous red England football shirt. In the news today, they're saying that our new away kit is outselling the home kit because of the nonsense about the flag.
Listen, I don't want to get brought into this.
No, I'm bringing you in.
Thing.
I'm bringing you in.
Bring me in. I mean, look, what I would say is that, Nigel Farage absolutely butchered the flag on his, sort of campaigns and made it purple and whatnot. And, we're not sort of talking about that on the British Army uniform. The Union Jack is in khaki. So, and there's not as much uproar about that. So, listen, it's just it's a culture war, and I just don't want to get involved in it. And what I would say is it's negativity that we don't need before going to the Euros. And, we love being a bit negative before the Euros. We just got to get behind the team because it's coming home, guys, right?
Yeah. Let's just start singing now. We sing.
Cheers to England.
Toast to England.
To England.
To
England.
Cheers.
All right, thank you, Adi, and thank you, Marco.